welcome to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. I am your host, Marty Lee, and today I am not solo. I have one of my not only good friends, but one of my best friends in the house tonight. Goes by the name of Devin LaCour. What's good, D?
What's happening? What's good, bro? What's good? How you look?
We good, man. We good. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. We're being very mature right now at the moment, but probably about the last 20 minutes we've been in here wilding.
Bro.
We've been in here wilding for the last 20 minutes. So, I mean, fuck it. We was just like, oh, well, we might as well cut the mics on. So, here we are.
And I pulled up 20 minutes ago. And since I got out the car, we've been tripping.
We've been out here wilding. But that's a story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Devin LaCour. He's an entrepreneur. He's a writer.
Of course.
Deeper thinker. He's one of the more different minds in the world that I have ever came across.
I appreciate the compliments, sir. I think the same as you, likewise.
Thank you, my brother. And last but not least, Devin is a veteran, a Marine veteran at that.
They so take care of us.
So, Devin has seen a bunch of things and experienced a bunch of different things, and just here we are.
Off topic, bro. I would really hope to be a regular on this thing.
Of course.
I mean, this is a cool setup you got right here. You heard me? It just be, I can't even describe it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm talking like I'm high.
Nah, man, it's all good, bro. Like, thank you for the compliment, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Because what we really got going on over here, man, it's just we trying to build this thing into something so much more. And what this year is about, it's about tying everything together.
Yeah, of course. Closing the gap.
Yeah, gotta close the gap on a lot of these different projects we all got our hands in. Mm-hmm. So, like, what's good? What you working on?
Shit. I can cuss, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, but
shit, sure.
There's a many of things I'm working on, dog. So, I really just be writing what's on my mind at the time, but like I've been working on my dream is to be a screenwriter. So whenever I got the time outside of work, outside of doing what I got to do as a man to survive, I sit down and I work on this manuscript I've been working on. Ain't got a name yet, but I can't give you too much information live.
No, I can't do that.
Maybe after this.
I gotta wait.
Yeah, because I ain't finna have somebody be like, man,
they can't jack.
That shit, that ain't copyrighted. We can take it.
I'm
you ain't about to take it. But,
so let's bring it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go from. You know what? Let's start from home. Let's start in Alexandria.
Mm-hmm. The slums.
So, if you had to describe Alexandria, Louisiana, how would you describe it?
It's a feel. Every time I go home, I get a feeling of nostalgia. Going across every time I come up Jackson Street, see Ash, used to think about them Fridays before the football games. If it's a away game, we walk right there by the patio, go to Subway, then come right back. Some of the days, my freshman year spent after school. It's just home. Like, that's where you met all your friends at, all your people.
Cornerstone shit.
You know what I'm saying? I lost my virginity in Alexandria. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of things that's incorporated with Ellick, dog. I can never forget Ellick. Like, would I ever move back? No.
Fuck no.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. But visiting Ellick, of course.
Yeah.
That's gonna always, like, I call Houston home. Like, but that home, like, when you pull into Ellick, you about to have a hot meal ready for you.
That's a fact.
Mama about to have something ready for you.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going home Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I know as soon as I pull up, man, Mama about to have something decked out.
Good food.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like I say, man, it's just that feeling of nostalgia. I can't believe next year is going to be 10 years I graduated high school.
This shit go by fast, bro.
Man, look at me, bro. I look like I graduated yesterday. I ain't got no hair on my face. I don't care though.
I mean, shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's a testament, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers not taking care of themselves. Let's just keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? And whether if that's
niggas doing meth,
dog,
heroin, all that dumb shit, but
people are snorting lines continuously.
I ain't judging your lifestyle, baby, but god damn.
I am. I'm judging.
That's too. I mean, that's too much of the pharmaceuticals right there to deal with. I ain't popping no pills or heroin and none of that shit. Yeah. I might indulge in a little bit of weed smoke.
Bro, you know what? And I'm gonna be this is the God's honest truth. And like the only other thing that I would have ever done besides smoking weed would probably have been pills, right? I probably would have did a pill.
Pop Molly once.
But I've been terrified of pills because there was one time back home, I'm not gonna say who it was, but nigga popped a pill in front of me. And I watched him kind of like transform. You remember that Boosie song? I'm in the cartoon and all that shit.
Well, it was jigged out.
Exactly, right? So, dude really transformed that not only did his whole like persona and character change, I watched his skin color change, bro.
Good.
And but like that point forward, I said, you know what? Pill's not for me, my nigga.
Sound like you was on them translucents. But no, bro, like I've dabbled into the one side of the chemical aspect one time, and it was probably the best feeling of my life. But I told myself I'm never doing it again. That EDC shit in Orlando, my homeboy, shout out to Vu. We went to Orlando, EDC Orlando, dog. That nigga say, bro, you ever tried this shit before? I was like, what is that? That's LSD, bro. I say, no, I don't want to do that. That is chemicals, my boy. Shit, I drink enough. You think you want me to put some more shit in my body? Boy, I say, just give it a try, man. You never know what could happen. I say, fuck it. Like, cause I went the night before. It's a 2-night event, a 2-day event. It's not like EDC Vegas. They be going like from 4 p.m. to 4 in the morning, like to when the sun coming up. Or EDC Orlando, it start like at noon and end at 2 a.m. So it's still a lot of partying, but goddamn. So he gave me a square at first, and I wasn't feeling shit, because they lace the shit on plastic squares, like strips.
Yeah, little strips, like Listerine.
Yeah. So he was like, "Well, he'll take the whole strip." I was like, and he was like, "Man, come on, go on here, stop being a bitch about it." I was like, "Man, you ain't about to call me no bitch."
Facts.
So I took the strip, bro. I did that. That was probably the best feeling I've had in my life, son. Everything was kosher with me that night. But I like you aware, but like everything, it's like everything is everything groovy. You know what I'm saying? Like you touched that one right there, and she was like with like true experience. Like you touched a girl and she saw how low my eyes was. I was just feeling the music, moving my head. Oh, girl say, "Damn, what you on?" I did that shit right there. That girl grabbed me. I had the afro puffed in. She grabbed me by my head, bro. And yeah,
it was
that was the type of crowd though. So you don't think too far into
one of them episodes.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
So, you're well traveled. Well traveled.
I moved around a bit. You know what I'm saying. So
after high school, you went walk me through it. After high school, you went where?
High school, went to good old Natchitoches, Louisiana, at Northwestern State University, and kicked it with the homies I graduated with, Iman, Luke, Willie Tuma, all them. We was all the
Tuma. What's good?
Yeah, we was everybody. Shout out to everybody, bro. We was all out there, figuring things out. You know what I'm saying? But then I started figuring out like at that moment, that college life wasn't for me. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I told myself I'm gonna finish this year out, and I got to the year, and I was like, end of the year, I was like, I can't do it. I got to figure something out. So I went home, got me a job at Academy Sporting Goods right behind the Shipley Donut. Yeah, faithfully, son. And then
Lee Street. I mean, right off Lee Street shit.
And then got off there. Then after that shit, military life.
Yeah. You know, what pushed you to the service?
They called Osama bin Laden, my nigga. At that point in time, I was thinking like, man, they caught this nigga. And I'm just like who? I don't know who said that. What comedian said that? Like that nigga played the best game of hide and seek for 10 years.
Niggas cannot
and
find
they called him. They
6'7" nigga with a beard.
But I was like, and then after that, I was just like so gung ho about joining the military, bro. But I wasn't trying to join no bullshit branch.
Yeah.
Like I ain't shout out to the military because I ain't calling nobody no.
But it's levels. It's levels to it.
I wanted to be considered one of them best people. You know what I'm saying? They said the SEALs got that nigga. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be like, man, you know what? I got to work hard to get to where them niggas at, bro. Mm-hmm. And I went and I said, fuck it. I was 200 for the niggas. I went to the Marine recruiting office. And man said, get up there and do them pull-ups for me. I couldn't even get past 8, my boy. Man. And that man said, man, we gonna get you there. You really want to join? Like, man, we gonna get you there. Shit, 11 months later, I'm in boot camp, bro.
There it is.
But, son, ain't no other reassuring feeling than when you see that commercial when them niggas get on them footprints and they just like, yeah, we about to go in there. Ain't no more reassuring feeling. Chris will tell you. Then when you step on them footprints and you like, bro, why the fuck did I come here? That was the worst. The first 2 days were probably the worst days ever because you got no sleep.
0. You
slept on the plane ride there. You pulled up to Paris Island. You got on the footsteps, and ever since then, bro, you ain't moving. You ain't sleeping. Because they doing all the processing, paperwork, all that shit. Then after that, they explain the banking situation to you. Like, man, this who you banking with. You can bank with this person. You can bank with that person. They process that shit. Then you got to get processed in your platoons that you're going to be in for them 3 months. Then after you get processed into them, that's when you start getting all your gear and shit. So they size you, all that. They shave, and then that's when they shave your head. Nigga, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I fell asleep standing up in the line, dog.
God damn, boy. How did your knees not lock?
My knees was locked. That's why I fell asleep, bro.
Blacked out? Like
I blacked my ass out, and then this how I really was, dog. And I was like, man, these motherfuckers is rude. One of the female drill instructors came. I was like, where he at? Like, where's he at? He's like, man, he's like, ma'am, he's all right. And then all I heard her short ass say was, you should have drunk water before you came in this motherfucker. I'm like, all right, shit. I'll know next time I come through this bitch. So we got they taught us everything, and then we got set into our barracks, and we deal with a set amount of drill instructors at the beginning, like the receiving drill instructors, not even knowing we got to meet 4 more niggas that we gonna be stuck with for the rest of the goddamn 12 weeks we here. So we said, I remember, I'm gonna give you their names. Staff Sergeant Groves, Staff Sergeant Dan Laden, Staff Sergeant Rodriguez, and Staff Sergeant Stevens. Staff Sergeant Stevens, that was a wild ass nigga. Both Dan Laden, I think that I'm pronouncing it right. Dan Laden, and Staff Sergeant Stevens, them 2 powerful black men, bro.
Real.
They called the kill hats. Them the ones that fuck with you just religiously. They don't give a shit how you feeling. They gonna keep poking at you. Staff Sergeant Rodriguez, he was the heavy hat. That's what they called him. Staff Sergeant Rodriguez was the heavy hat. Like if the senior drill instructor that Staff Sergeant Groves, if he wasn't around, he was the one that's taking care of you and leading you through everything. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey, I thank God every day for them because they taught me a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, because at the end of it, they was like, this gonna be the easiest part of your Marine Corps career because we telling you everything you need to do. How you gonna succeed throughout this shit? We letting you know what you got to do to get through boot camp.
Yeah.
But once you hit the fleet, you ain't gonna have it. It's gonna be people out there that's gonna fuck with you just for the reason of fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna do that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
So you go through your journey on Parris Island. What would you say is your biggest takeaway from Parris Island besides being legally and being trained as a real killer? Like what would you say is like if you had to just pull 5 takeaways or maybe even 3 takeaways just from the episode or the saga on Parris Island, what would you say?
You need people, bro.
Yeah.
Like as far as I'm a firm believer in being your most reliable source. Like you can't trust that a motherfucker gonna always be there. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes, excuse me. But when it comes to some things, you need a team.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, they taught you how to be a goddamn team. They stripped everything away from you and let you know that these dudes to the left and your right gonna be the only ones that you gonna have. That's all you got to work with. So either you gonna help them build up, or you gonna sit there and fall with them. That's the number one thing I took. Number 2, what I just told you, man. Everybody ain't gonna always be there.
Yeah.
That's exactly because we was going through one drill. It was during the last 3 days, the Crucible, where everybody, if you follow the Marines, then you know about the Crucible from boot camp. Like you gotta go through this 3-day event, you know what I'm saying? And then like you go through this little obstacle course and it's hell, bro. Anybody that tell you that it ain't, they lying. It's hell. And you got you and your friends crawling on the ground and all that shit. And then like a drill instructor will come to you and be like, you dead, bro. Because it be a certain area where you gotta do certain shit. And drag. You gotta drag it.
OVO Beezy just walked into the house. If y'all hear all that noise in the background.
OVO Beezy.
What up, Negro?
What it do?
What's good? We recording right now.
Good,
It's live. It's live shit.
You know what I'm saying?
So you come from Parris Island,
and then I'll go ahead, bro. My bad.
You fall off in Parris Island, and then it gets kind of foggy for me.
29 Palms, California, bro.
Then you went out west. And then some fuckery happened, and then
that's when I started realizing I still liked what I was doing, dog. But that's when I started realizing that when them niggas said in boot camp, when them niggas said like, bro, this about to be the easiest time of your Marine Corps career, they wasn't lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went there. No, I went to North Carolina for MCT. Still was having the best time of my life because I'm doing all this. I'm working in the jungle, like pretty much jungle conditions, gloomy, humid. I'm going, man. I'm like, this is the best shape. And then it's the best shape I've been in my life.
Yeah.
I'm doing all this. I'm doing all that, bro. I'm having a good time, dog. Making good friends. You know what I'm saying? There's some people, like, I'll be honest with you, you got people that I met in in North Carolina at MCT that I'm still friends with to today. Well, 1 or 2. Went to California. 1 or 2 people that I'm still friends with. But, shit changed over time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But California, with 29 Palms taught me in that desert. Niggas ain't gonna ever believe what you say. They only gonna see what they want, what they see. They gonna see what they see, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember it was one weekend. I'm not sure exactly what happened because I don't. Wait, we'll probably discuss what happened like off mic. But I remember you called me up in the week whenever you was out on the west coast, and you was like, "Yo, you need to come out here this weekend." I was like, sure? He was like, yeah. Because I think y'all might have had, a little bit of free time and y'all was just about to wild out in the streets. So, anybody knows me, y'all know that I'm down to, for a good little party. So, nigga, it's like Thursday. I'm getting ready to cop this plane ticket. You hit me up later on that Thursday night. Like, hold up on it.
Niggas get in trouble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't, we were still technically considered students.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just leave without no, they call it battle buddy, but you can't leave without nobody with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, people I was trying to go somewhere with, niggas got in trouble.
Yeah. And so from the West Coast, it was immediately overseas, huh?
Came back to LA for about 30 days before I left. And Okinawa was a different experience. You know what I'm saying? Japan? That's when I actually hit the fleet. You know what I'm saying? The shit that my drill instructors was talking about. That's when I finally I hit the fleet, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started becoming more, I want to say after my first year, I started becoming a little bit more aware about some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't speak about it, but
just like the light bulb went off.
What light bulb?
The light bulb went off. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Bro,
like you just kind of, like you just started piecing things together. We all human, and so after you get past all the military stuff, and then you, like I say, dog, like you've been like traveled, like you super traveled, like. Mm-hmm. Even though, like a lot of this does have to do with military, but a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying, is
life, bro.
It's life. And at the end of the day, it's a lot of people will never even book a flight to go overseas.
You know what?
A lot of people won't even book a flight to go to Mexico or take a cruise to Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Take your time.
You know what I'm saying? And so, then you end up in Florida after everything is all said and done. Daytona, right?
Well, yeah. After overseas and went back to California for that last year and a half. Then I ended up back in Florida. I ended up in Florida, and I was like the light bulb, like you said, the light bulb was flickering in the military, but in Florida that bitch broke. Had to find another light bulb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it took a while. Like Florida, I want to say them 2 years in Florida was probably the worst of my life.
But why though? You know what I'm saying? People say it's Florida, it's sunny, it's the beach, it's...
Cause life.
Da-da-da.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot my bad going back on the military shit, but people I forgot how I used to love life in the beginning of the military. You know what I'm saying? I used to take it so personal. But so much shit happened in the military, and then I just started appreciating life a bit more when I started living in Oceanside, California, which is 45 minutes away from San Diego. Mm-hmm. Met some of the best people, man. Some people I still talk to. And the reason I say that because I wasn't expecting to meet nobody.
Yeah.
After all the shit that happened in Okinawa, I didn't want no friends.
Yeah.
Like I became friends with some good people. Like I said, I moved to in Florida. It got some people, some niggas that I really like. When I tell you my niggas, I got a group chat with these niggas, bro. Uh-huh. And they named Mitch, Kareem, Bass, and 4 boys there. Like we got each other through a bunch of shit. We got, you know what I'm saying? My boy Mitch lived in Florida. I knew the reason I say Mitch and Kareem because they live in Florida. Bass from Mississippi, but he's still in the Marines. Mm-hmm. So he's still living in California. So me and Mitch and Bass would link up. Not Bass. Bass would, if he ever could, shout out to Bass, bro. If he ever had a chance to come, he can.
Yeah.
That's a nigga that kept his word. If he said he was coming, he was coming.
Real shit.
Kareem, my nigga state trooper. I think he training to be state trooper. Or SWAT. I'm tripping. That nigga training to be SWAT, I think. And Mitch, he in the police. He a police officer now too. But Mitch is that nigga that pretty much in Florida, bro. I'm gonna go into them niggas later. Mm-hmm. But pretty much in Florida, bro, what kept me sane was fucking with them boys. And this shit hit. Like drinking, you know what I'm saying? But
you think that it was like whenever you say that you came home from overseas, would you say was it like anxiety? Was it depression? Was it a little bit of both?
It was just one of them things where you just want to figure shit out on your own. Like I wouldn't say I was depressed or nothing like that. Like I say, I met some dope ass people in overseas. You know, when I was in Japan. It was just like you felt like a goddamn prisoner with all the restrictions. I felt like I didn't even enjoy Okinawa with all the military restrictions, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, some of the Okinawans didn't even want us there, which is understandable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell are we to place a military installation and disturb their peace?
Yeah.
Because the Japanese and the Okinawa are some of the most sweetest people I ever met.
That's real.
Because them boys, like they got a Popeyes on the damn base.
That's dope.
They have your shit served fresh and all that shit. Like some of the sweetest people, bro. They take and like you know how people be like, go ahead when you ready and shit. When you here, man, them people take their job so seriously. They're like, man, they making lives they making their living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what kind of shit they do, regardless of the job, they doing what they got to do for their people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then the Japanese, they just. But when I flew back here after a year being there. You know, flew back here. As soon as I landed in Dallas for the TSA, I knew I was back in America with that rude ass shit. I was just like, I need to turn around and go back through customs.
Thanks.
Go back to Japan, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy, bro? Me and my homeboy, when they finally let people go out back in town for drinking, because at first, like I said, the restrictions, like apparently, allegedly, a Navy sailor fucking around and raped a local.
Damn.
And they blocked all the like once that shit happened,
fucking up for everybody.
That's an international incident, bro.
Yeah.
And that shit taken seriously. I feel like Japan should still be mad at America dropping the guy. Man, we ain't gonna go into that right now, bro.
I know where you're going, and I feel that. I definitely feel that.
We ain't gonna go into that right now.
And that's what a lot of people say is the people from overseas, especially the Japanese, man. Like they say that the Japanese, they're super calm, peace. Like they live that.
Some of the sweetest people, bro. I swear to God. Some of the nicest people you will ever meet. Who the hell, like, how, like, that's what's crazy to me. How the fuck you learn our language to sit here and appease us when we can't even sit here and take time to learn your language?
That's it.
Be like, we can't speak that shit, but they sitting here and they know English.
No, multiple languages.
I feel like English is the hard, like, people don't think so. I feel like English is the hardest language to learn.
My homegirl said this, and well, I'm misspeaking about calling her my homegirl, but it's more like a sister to me. And G was like, English is hard to learn. I said, what you mean? Like, it's hard. She was like, it's so many different slangs, like in America, that we use. You know what I'm saying? Like, folk.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know
and
what
they be letting somebody outside of America be like, folk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you mean, folk?
Or
you folk this?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different variations of it. Like, what do you mean?
Even just like yeah, just like you say, different variations of everything. Like how New Orleanians, how they have their own slang and terminology. I'm not even just going to credit that to New Orleans, but that's just a Louisiana thing. Where, you know, we have our own terms and slang just in general. But I mean, you go across America, them niggas in Brooklyn got their own terms. Them niggas in Baltimore, which is probably like an hour away, they might have their own terminology, and boys all the way down there in Florida, they got their whole difference. Georgia people talk, well, Atlanta people talk by far the worst that I've ever heard in my life. They cut everything short. Everything is an abbreviation in Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I don't know. It's just strange how Americans like to present this.
Like you not privileged, bro. We ain't privileged whatsoever. If you trillions in debt to a goddamn country, you ain't privileged, nigga. They letting us live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty much that's like a cartel loaning you money or telling you like, hey, you better sell that shit. We're gonna give you this amount of time to do it. And by this time, if we get, well, better yet, let me say it like this: not this time, but if a cartel sit there and say, "Bro, go sell that shit," you indebted to us until we tired of it. When we finally say we tired of it, you better have everything. We want you to have everything. Other than that, we gonna get you. Right. What if these people that we indebted to finally say, "Man, we gonna get you"?
It's time for mine.
What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? You gonna cross that wall that you want to be?
What are the options? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some things that's gotta get.
That's why you don't burn your bridges, bro.
Not at all. And me and somebody was just talking about burning bridges the other day, and it's sad because we live in a society now where people are like, and they brag about cutting people off.
Like, why would you do that?
Like, you've been one of my closest friends since
long time.
Since the yellow school bus with Mr. Collins driving it.
You know what
I'm saying?
Damn, bro, I forgot about that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You seem like a better friend than me.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like how can you genuinely and take pride in just cutting all these people off? And I don't know, like it makes me scratch my head.
I don't believe in cutting people off, but I do believe in
seasons.
You losing contact with people.
Yeah.
You know, like it ain't no hard feelings. You heard me? So I feel like you can just be like, hey, what that nigga, man, shout out to Bill. Like, I know he probably ain't gonna hear this shit, but Bill Burr, bro, he said he was talking about that Olympic game when they throw that shit, that little thing on the ice, and the dudes be smoothing the ice out so it can travel further and further. That nigga say he was using it as far as his religion goes, but nah, like that's usually how it be. Like you see that person ain't being right to you, you don't just be like, hey, bro. I don't think you should be like, hey, bro, fuck you. Nah, just be like, you know what, and keep going and going and going and going and going, and fade to black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You clearly see they ain't doing shit for you. But if you start fading to black and they keep coming back trying to figure out, hey, man, what's going on? I feel like, man, give them one more chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give them one more good chance. Because if they try to come back, they trying.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody that's trying deserves another chance.
Yeah, they do.
Regardless of what the hell happened. If it's some drastic shit, I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah.
But if it's like some shit like, man, I know we fell out. But you know, if we ain't gonna be friends no more, I would rather the shit end on good terms.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, you never know what'll happen after that conversation.
That's 100%.
All it takes is a conversation.
So and quick story about this, and it's crazy that you said that because it's just kind of how life works and the world works.
Mm-hmm.
So me and this dude, we didn't really see it eye to eye on some things, and we had a mutual friend.
Yeah.
And said mutual friend ended up passing away. Mm-hmm. And me and the dude that didn't really get along, we became friends through this common friend, through friend B. Friend B passed away. We on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Liquor by the abundance. You know what I'm saying? So things could have went left really quick.
All
right. I say, yo, let me holler at you in the alley real quick. Me and dude, we sat there. Well, we stood there on the curb. We talked about how we come from the same city. And just like me, like a lot of niggas from our city don't
take the time.
A lot of niggas from Alexandria, Louisiana, for people, not even just niggas. Let me just say people from the city of Alexandria, Louisiana. Like they just do not. They believe in just being so cutthroat, and they just believe in like once it's fuck you for forever.
It's called people being equipped with that shit that you call pride, bro.
Pride.
You know what I'm saying?
Pride is the most dangerous drug.
Sometimes if that friendship matter that much to you, you'll put that pride aside, bro, and try to fix that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If that, like, I ain't gonna speak no names, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Like, it was a moment of weakness where I just sat there and said, bro, I need to have this conversation with this girl in order for her to know that, man, I know I was a motherfucker back in the gap. 19, 20 years old, you couldn't tell me a goddamn thing. I was a naive ass nigga. I knew it. I didn't admit it at the time. Who would? Because I was equipped with that shit called pride.
Living my life.
I didn't admit it. But after I admitted to her. I've been wanting to admit to her, like, I know I was an asshole. But the next dangerous drug next to pride, bro, is what you call that shit? Grudge.
Yeah.
Holding a grudge with a motherfucker.
That shit sits on your heart. That shit sits on your chest, and that grudge shit, it sits on your soul, and it becomes heavy.
I never say, and you know what's crazy, bro? I never say that girl, like I said, growing up, I never say that girl held a grudge against me. I can't say that because, again, I haven't even talked. Last year, I think it was what it was. I don't know when it was, bro. I think it was right when I moved. Yeah, it was right when I moved back from Florida, August.
Mm-hmm.
I finally saw this girl after about 3 or 4 years. I was dating this girl. I was dating this girl for 2, and after 3 to 4 years, I finally saw her in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a wild ride. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a moment where I was sitting outside with her brother and sister talking, and I'm just like, I want her to know that, like, it ain't like I'm trying to get back with her. It's
all love.
You know what I'm saying? It's just me showing. I want her to know that nigga grew up a lot, and I honestly want to be like, man, I want to know that. I want to let her know that I admit my part of being an asshole, being rude. You know what I'm saying? I want to admit that shit because I feel like that. I ain't gonna say that'll give me a clean slate, but I feel like I could be like, you know what? I ain't gonna say it's more of it for her. It's more of it for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm letting you know already. I'm a grown ass man, 19, 20 years old, and I'm 26 now. A lot of shit changed in them 6 to 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So that pride shit, in relationships, friendships, period. If y'all don't sit there and actually hash it out and talk. My homeboy, I live with this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him bumped heads, and I knew it was my fault. But I wasn't about to say nothing because the nigga wasn't about to say nothing.
Yeah.
And I just say, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I text him. He texts me back. He say he ain't mad. But when me and him finally talked, he was upset at what happened and what I did, and I took my responsibility. I ain't admitted at first. Again, that shit called like that pride shit'll fuck you up. Yeah. I lived with this nigga and I ain't see or talk to him for 6 days.
Yeah.
I gotta see this nigga every day.
Yeah, same roof. You
know what I'm saying? So, man,
when it
the caution, bro, don't let pride get in the way of some good friendships, dog. Because people will sit there and blame losing a motherfucker because of some toxic shit. But not even knowing the fact that all you had to do was talk.
Yeah. You know what? And that's something that I'm learning as I, get a little bit older. A lot of this shit don't have to end in gunfire, and a lot of this shit don't have to end in a whole bunch of just negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All this, a lot of things can be resolved by simple conversations, and all it takes is to just, like you say, put that pride aside and just sit down and just have that jose.
A decent conversation.
Yeah, just have that conversation. And you know what I'm saying? People got to come to this common ground where it's like, what age are you going to let the bullshit go? Like the bullshit meaning the childishness. Like, are you going to sit there and be petty for forever? Or are you going to be that person that's just immature for forever? Or like you say, holding a grudge for forever?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I don't think you can do that. That shit ain't healthy, bro.
It's no way possible that shit can be healthy.
That shit ain't healthy, dog.
So
you run into a motherfucker later down in life. What if they just want to bury the hatchet?
Yeah.
And just be like, man, what's been going on the past 5 to 10 years?
You see that man at Popeye.
What you gonna do?
You trying to order your number 3?
Man,
spicy dog.
And say that you want.
Yeah.
You know this man a hard worker. You know he's been working hard. It ain't like nobody ain't say you got people around telling you shit about this man. That man sit there, he work hard, he go to work every day. He do what he do to provide for his family. Meanwhile, you do the same thing, but you own.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sit there and be like, man, fuck that nigga. He made his decision, or you gonna be like, man, when you get off work, come holler at me.
Yeah.
We gonna get you out of it. Like, I had this deep ass conversation with my homeboy. Like when I was pulling up and I was talking to my homeboy on the phone. That's who I was talking. I was talking to another nigga that I be having these compelling conversations with. We was talking, man, and I told him that I genuinely just be wanting niggas to be all right.
Yeah.
At best, I just be wanting people to be okay. I don't have, and then that's even at the risk of my own self.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But people don't. Not a lot of people think like that. But it's all right.
And so when I don't really remember when, but you were one of my first friends that went away. Go ahead, man. Open this shit up. Come on. That's real shit here. Over here. You were one of my first friends that went away from social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you went away from it early. I'm talking 2013, 2014. Like, you was off it. You was like, man, fuck that shit for forever. Why was that?
That shit ruined the relationship that I love. Like the relationship I was talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
That shit ruined it. You know what I'm saying? I became that, like, I ain't gonna blame it on social media, but I became that nigga that wanted to see everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to see, like, man, what the hell you doing? And my way of doing it, Instagram. Snapchat wasn't invented by then, but it was just IG.
Mm-hmm.
It was a point in time where I didn't have IG. I didn't know about Instagram until I saw her and she told me about it.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about it. I was a happy nigga. And I just said, you know what? Maybe if I get rid of this shit for a while, maybe I can become that happy nigga again. So that's what I did. Got rid of it. Happiness started to come back a little bit. But then, like, I stopped being active. Like I brought it back, but I stopped being active on it.
Right.
Like, I deleted January 1st, 2018. I deleted Snapchat. I was active on Snapchat a lot.
I hate Snapchat for the record, but I gotta have it. So it's
I went the whole year without it, bro. January 1st, 2019, I re-downloaded Snapchat.
Ain't that a bitch?
And I looked at it. I wasn't missing nothing.
Zero,
I deleted
bro.
it.
Zero.
I deleted it again.
Oh, God. Like, it ain't nothing on Snapchat like that. So, here's my problem with a couple of these social medias. I don't know. This whole trolling thing, it's been around for forever.
It's 6ix9ine shit.
And, you know, like, I remember
I remember you used to roast niggas to their face.
Yeah, like, you could roast niggas and it was just, like, jokes. It was all jokes. And a lot of shit has changed from, I'll take it back to 2010. So, in these 9 years, a lot of this shit has changed.
The best summer ever, bro.
2010 is the epic summer. If y'all did not enjoy the summer of 2010 or just the year 2010.
Let's be specific. If you was in Alexandria and you didn't enjoy the summer of 2010, I don't know what the hell. If my antisocial ass enjoyed 2010 summer, y'all niggas should have enjoyed that shit.
For the record, and for all of y'all that do not know, the graduating classes from Ash, the year 2010 and 2011. And I'll show 2012 some love too. Those might have been the livest classes to ever come through that city. And I'm not even just going to say just strictly Ash, but y'all know how I get down. Like, we just fuck with Ash over here. Peabody show had love too over there. Like, those were probably just the livest classes to ever come through the city of Alexandria, and I'm willing to stand on that against whatever class. But anyway, a lot of this shit has changed in these 9 years. Like, it went from you could really just joke with a motherfucker and you could, XYZ, but now it's a lot of things have changed. Like, bullying has been brought to the forefront, and where back in the G, like, where
if a nigga said something about you,
it was jokes. That's just what it was.
You ready to fight.
Yeah, like nowadays, it's just everybody's hypersensitive. And
where did that come from?
But you know what? People have always been super sensitive.
But nobody ever showed it. But why?
Because they didn't have a voice until social media.
Social media crazy.
But you know what? A lot of them motherfuckers creeped over from Facebook. And a lot of them people from Facebook started making Twitters. And they started putting, like, dwarf faces.
Not Twitter, bro.
Not dwarfs, not dwarfs as in short people, like
Twitter where the real niggas live. Twitter.
But you know what? Twitter is full of a bunch of fuckery nowadays. Like, it's
Once upon a time, Twitter had them real niggas, bro.
Like, whenever you could sit there and tweet at a celebrity and they would tweet back, like, that's whenever shit was really real. A lot of y'all don't know, but niggas used to tweet via text message.
Mm-hmm.
Before these apps and shit became a thing like they are now,
that shit crazy.
Niggas used to, like, text they fucking tweets out by any means necessary, no matter where they was at. Niggas didn't know what was a timeline. Niggas had no clue what a timeline was. Hashtags was the shit.
You made that shit happen through that text message.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like you say, Instagram became a thing. Instagram became a thing while you was overseas.
Yeah, because Instagram wasn't that shit. Because, like I said, I didn't even know about it until she introduced me to it.
And, bro, whenever I came across Instagram, and I remember, like, being in the clubs and shit and actually having I remember going to Instagram and just, like, looking at how it used to be. It was strictly pictures. Strictly pictures, bro.
How did it evolve into what it is today?
Something happened, like, that's
a question for the,
like, it
psychologists out there.
Eventually became. Well, shit, you know what the rest is?
What's that, cousin?
Good.
I think I met you before.
Yeah.
I told you met this nigga before.
Yeah, we
met. Oh, in the other part.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to post up, you're more than welcome to with us.
Chilling, man. We talking about some real compelling shit.
And I don't know, like, Instagram. I remember being I remember just being, like, in the clubs and shit before Instagram became the thing, and niggas was, like, having a good time. Like, you could go to Club Bed in Lafayette, Louisiana. You could go to Club Shakers, Club Karma, wherever was a spot that you pick and chose, and you could have a great fucking time.
This podcast for the hoes that still got stretch marks on their stomach.
Church.
The tiger stripes that we love to call them.
Shout out to them fucking tiger stripes, because if you got them tiger stripes, baby, then we know that ass is,
What that nigga Cat Williams said?
Either you was big and got small, or you was small and got big.
Either way, we fucking, bro.
Either way. I don't know, but the whole social media thing, like, it's really, like, fucked around and just became totally...
It's a good and bad side to that shit, though, bro.
It became totally different.
But it's like I said, it's a good and bad side to it. Once that video shit came to social media, to Instagram, like, that started putting niggas on, though.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Vine, too, because a lot of
Vine
popped
put
off
niggas
Vine.
on, boy.
Yeah, it did. Vine put a lot of boys from the boot on. Like, on.
Like, them, like, and then it's not even that. Like, that nigga King Bash, Jahan, like, them niggas got put on. I get it after.
And, like, a lot of, like, I don't know. It's just, a lot of this shit has just evolved. And it's just, Nah, I just got the J's on me. But,
alright, I'm gonna just grab it. I'm gonna have to do this stuff.
I feel that. I want y'all to know that OVO is a totally different type of nigga. I want y'all to know that, like, across the board.
That's a different nigga,
man. But in between, like, the whole social media thing, like, it's just crazy. But in between, like, the whole time while you was gone and you was overseas, like when did you start writing? Like, when did you actually pick up the pen and just start writing for yourself and just
shit? High school.
You was writing all the way back then, bro?
Miss Andrews' English class in 11th grade, bro.
Shout out to Miss Andrews, bro.
Miss Andrews put me on, dog.
Dog, I do not remember that. Man,
because I never talked about it. The only people that knew about it was the niggas that was in my class. You know what I'm saying?
What was one of the first things that you wrote that really stuck?
Shit, when we was writing poems in class, we had to have a poem written by the next day for homework, and I forgot to write a goddamn poem for write something about a word that she gave us the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And when I wrote it, but like I said, I forgot to write it. So she was going up and down the line of the desk, like, man, this is you gonna do this, you gonna do that. But then she got to me, and I had just wrote some shit off the top of my head, and then she was like, "This is like," once I wrote it, and she gave me 100. She gave me 100 on the goddamn poem. And she was like, now you see what I'm saying? Even I am disappointed that he didn't do it last night. He just wrote that. She watched me write the shit. And she still gave me 100 on the damn assignment. She watched me write the shit.
You was writing at NSU as well? Or you was like NSU?
I wanted to go because that's when I found that love for writing in high school. And I was telling myself, man, I'm about to go to school for journalism.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I signed up for at first.
Same.
But I listened to people. I listened to opinions and shit. And fucked around and start going there for electrical engineering and all that bullshit, thinking about money and all that shit.
Yeah. It's a thin line between that course
My thing is, bro.
And that.
What if I ain't gonna say, like, think about the grudge and shit. Not even a grudge. It's like sometimes it'd be like a what if thing for me. What if I would have went to school for journalism? What would I be at right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could be flaunting around this bit.
Shit, we all got them with us. You know what I mean? Even though I'm short, I be thinking about it all the time, like, what if I would have had that procedure on my knee? Nigga, I tore my shit the day before we played Peabody.
God damn. Bro.
At home. Angry. Is what a nigga was, son. Like, but the whole writing thing is just, I find writing to be very, very therapeutic.
Yeah, I was say it's a hobby.
I don't even look at it like a hobby.
half of this shit that I be wanting to tell people, I throw in them composition notebooks that cost $4.99 at the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
That's more. Boy.
You got a certain pen? You got a certain pen that's like strictly for this?
Yeah.
I know, like
we in that bag. So yeah, right there.
We all got
that, man. But nigga had to upgrade his technology too. I start typing on the MacBook now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how shit.
Yeah,
that's how I got shit for days up in there. But sometimes some of the shit I be putting on there, and I disappoint myself sometimes because some of the shit that I be posting on IG. Man, if you don't follow me on IG, go look at my stories, bro.
Which IG?
Dev Lacour, DVLACOUR. That's DEVLACOUR.
That's it.
But man, all I do is post stories, bro. And I don't really be posting pictures of myself.
What's the meaning behind the black and white?
You know what's crazy, bro?
What's the meaning behind the black and white?
Crazy, dog.
So every story that he posts is in black and white, and it's extensive.
Okay. Surge, because I fucked with Surge on what it was, Saturday.
Shout out to Surge for being a real nigga.
Friday, bro.
Surge, I know you're gonna hear this. You gotta hear this.
I mentioned you was down there. He said, "Man, we gotta just get together and just run it."
Yeah.
So I should have told his ass before we did this, bro, because he live up the street, dog. Watch this shit. I bet that nigga ain't doing nothing but smoking a Black and Mild, a wood tip wine Black and Mild.
Come on, Surge.
Everybody excuse me because we about to. If this nigga be like, man, I'm gonna come over there, dog. That nigga Donald Collins, bro. Nick Cannon really been putting out wilding out since we was in high school, my nigga.
Yeah, but like Nick Cannon, like he really, like, that's just, I don't know, Nick just been all over the place, man. Like, Nick been all over the place, and Nick been getting money for a long time.
But you gotta respect OG, bro.
For the record, though, y'all, Serge didn't get a chance to pick up, so that was a punch in that y'all heard.
With his bitch ass. He ain't want to answer the phone. I bet that nigga Dez don't answer. He out there fucking them hoes in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Man, no, bro. That's not going in there. Dez ain't about to fight me.
Yeah, bro.
I don't trust a nigga with dread.
Why do niggas with dreads always look suspicious?
Because they are.
But goddamn, like fuck, like all niggas with dreads would just be suspicious to me, man. Like,
especially them small ones that's like 2 inches long,
bro. And like then they
be coming loose when you go to sleep.
They dreads be like colorful.
Them red dreads.
All niggas got red and green.
Let me shut up, man. Because I dyed my hair red. The tips red one time.
Man, look.
But shit, I'm an old school nigga. I got braids. And hang time. That shit poppin'. You know that's gas. Look.
Serge calling back.
Pause back real quick. What it do, my nigga? What's up, bro? Where you at, dog? What you doing? I say, what you doing, dog? Oh, you sleep. Shit, the only reason I was calling you, man, because I'm over here at Marty.
What's good, sir?
He said, what's up?
Well, I'm shit. We over here just chilling, bro. Just chilling.
We on the podcast, bro. I was about to say, man, you wanna run it real quick, you can. You stay 5 minutes away, nigga.
Well, I tell you what, Serge, we gonna have to get you on one day, bro. You gonna have to come through the show one day. Oh, it's not today, bro. Not today.
Do it today, bro.
Just another time, man. Just we gonna set it up one day, bro. Just come through the spot.
Absolutely, bro.
Take your ass to sleep, bro.
Holla. Love.
You got hold, boy. All right, my nigga.
Shout out to Serge. Shout out to Serge here.
Yeah, shout out to Serge. That's a real nigga right there.
He'll
you know that nigga brought me to get my new car.
That's just what Serge gonna do, bro.
That nigga do what he say he gonna do, son. Ain't nothing more important than that type of shit right there, bro.
Word means a lot.
Word, bro.
Word means a lot. Like if you can't follow through on something, like
time out, dog. Hit me real quick. Okay. So remember that conversation I was telling you about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
punch in number 2. But for a while we were talking about just the music industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
they got niggas from
how Frank Ocean fleeced them niggas.
Ocean, that's the fuck out of them.
Frank Ocean fleeced them niggas, and you know what I'm saying, and it's music is headed in a different direction, and content is headed in a different direction too. And
like we were just saying, man, like
just so. Have you ever looked into the feature of like the Instagram TV?
No.
B, you ever looked into that?
Like you know what I'm saying?
Instagram TV.
No, I haven't looked at IGTV.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the most unappealing feature that Instagram has ever done.
I don't even understand, but is it kind of like YouTube in a sense?
Remember I had told you a while back that Instagram is about to become multimedia?
They're just
in the beginning stages.
They pretty much.
That's what I feel like.
They stole that shit from Facebook. Facebook could post full ass goddamn.
You can watch a fucking movie on Facebook.
Damn.
Literally, son.
A full episode of Power that was
niggas
by
can
50
post.
Cent.
Yeah, niggas can post a whole fucking movie to Facebook.
Oh no, I'm scared of Facebook. I'm stay away.
IG is trying to turn this world up because I feel like the nigga. I don't know. Like, do you I don't know if you read that shit. Do you know the original like CEOs, the creators of IG stepped down from the shit?
Because they sold the Facebook, huh?
I don't know who they sold it to. But
they
left
a letter and they was like, we're not in agreement to the direction that the company headed in, huh?
I feel like if I created some
shit.
It was
something like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if I created some shit and it's taking a toll to, taking a different path to where I wanted to take, yeah, I'm successful with it, but I don't want to turn into that type of person. No, I'm not about to deal with it. I sell this shit and then go and live my life. These niggas is damn near 30 years old and got enough money to ball out and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Young as fuck.
Because my thing is this. If they be like, bro, I'm going to sell this shit to you, but we still want our shares. As many IG models as it is out here and as many likes they trying to get, and these niggas getting paid too, Fashion Nova getting paid off the fact that they promoting their shit on IG, you telling me these niggas still ain't getting money? Or we not paying attention to the motherfuckers that created IG for you hoes? I ain't got nothing against them.
Just fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do? What would you do if IG didn't exist?
Shit, I would be able to. I don't know. I'd be able to find something different.
Shit, do like you used to do back in the day. You search the internet.
Yeah, it's always an outlet somewhere. Like
not everybody did it though.
Like yo,
I used to.
You remember the first like streaming service, like TV streaming service or like live chat service? It was like it wasn't paired. It was Ustream.
Ustream. I heard of that shit.
Ustream, and then the first FaceTime was Skype and Uvu, and
Uvu was that shit, boy.
I never had it.
Uvu, you had the opportunity to
Skype though.
Converse with people, and I had both of them. Ooh, but it's just Skype updated their setting, but Uvu had you had the opportunity to talk to multiple people. Skype, you only could talk with one person at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And then Uvu actually, Skype did the same shit, so I ain't gonna mention it. But Uvu had the opportunity for you to talk to multiple people. That's what I'm tripping on. But that's what I'm tripping on. Uvu had this great way to talk to multiple people in one conversation. FaceTime just got there.
Yeah, it was some shit that was ahead of its time.
But FaceTime just got it, which is wild to me.
How you feel about like phones now, right?
I feel like niggas just need to pick up a book sometimes and read one sentence.
Well said. Well said.
Read something. Better yet, if you're looking at your phone and somebody just be like, "Man, how you doing, brother?" At least say what's up. How you doing? But I feel like technology has become that so much advanced, and niggas so deep into
niggas got a full. Bro, you remember we used to have to go to we had MapQuest.
Mm-hmm. I hated that shit.
That shit sucked.
And you had to print the pages out
to know where the fuck you going.
That shit sucked.
Bro, I hated MapQuest, right?
Niggas had to really calculate.
Like as much as niggas talk about it.
Fuck. MapQuest sucked. I was the one up with my mom in the front seat.
Directing.
And them niggas in the back. Directing, son. In fucking 8th, 9th grade, doing this shit. I hated that shit. Yeah, I could not go to sleep on no road trip.
No, I'm up. I'm up every trip.
I hated that shit so much.
Bro, MapQuest sucked, right? And think about like
niggas was so happy when navigation systems came out.
Bro, you know that was invented by a black woman?
Yeah.
I just found that out today.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got we have to get this queen's name.
Had the portable navigation system.
Do you realize on the window because of that black woman that people nowadays literally like no shit like it's not me exaggerating. Got the world in the palm of their hand.
Yeah, bro.
That's a wild ride. Word to my nigga Carlos, bro. That nigga say, "What color is a mirror?"
Fuck me. What? God.
Look at that shit, bro. What color is a mirror?
Oh, no. Multi is the correct answer. Multiple colors.
Shit, bro. You don't even know how you look in person.
I don't. But you know what? But whenever I see other people that's like similar to my height, I'll be trying to picture what I look like. How?
Me and Sirius talked about that shit. What's the deepest cartoon you've ever watched?
The deepest cartoon.
I'm asking both of you. I got two. This
queen's name is Dr. Gladys West.
That's a beautiful black woman right there. Gladys.
Shout out to Miss Gladys.
That's auntie.
That's a fact. Auntie Gladys.
Hell yeah. That's auntie right there, babe.
Shout out to Miss Auntie Gladys for holding us down from MapQuest and saving MapQuest.
I need these answers.
Oh, what was the question?
What's the deepest cartoon you've ever watched? Come on.
Never had. Well,
I got two.
Boondocks. Boondocks had
definitely
Boondocks had depth to it.
That's a good question.
Shit, I lost my second one that I was thinking about. It's Boondocks and God damn, bro.
Cartoons that I used to watch.
I feel like No.
Boondocks was one of them deep ass. I got mine. I forgot it.
I feel like
the Avatar, man, Last Airbender and shit.
I didn't watch it.
You never watched that shit on Nickelodeon, bro? That's some of the deepest shit that nigga ever said, bro. Son, I could never show you the videos until you actually watch the shit because the Avatar is like, they got their, they got their nations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Fire Nation, you got the Earth Nation, you got the Water Nation, you got the Air Nation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the Avatar is a motherfucker that's blended. Like they got all nations inside of. And the Avatar disappeared for 100 years. This is how the first season started. He disappeared for 100 years, and then finally he just dispersed. He got founded by two people of the Water Nation, a brother and a sister. And nigga 12 years old. That nigga don't even know what life is. He froze himself trying to protect himself. So throughout that season, better yet, the Air Nation, think of them as Shaolin monks. Shaolin monks some badass niggas. Shaolin, so basically, he just trying to learn his shit.
Oh, Shaolin monks.
He a monk. He learning everything and you know what I'm saying? He became wise, and once you watch that first season, you start to connect with the main character. So him and the sister that found him at the beginning of the season, they ended up getting married, having kids, and all that shit.
So they got an actual storyline.
This shit deep, bro.
It's not just a regular cartoon.
No, this got a, and so because basically the second storyline is the next Avatar story. Mm-hmm. So like basically whenever one Avatar die, the next one be reincarnated in a different nation. Okay. You see, like he was a monk. So basically, Avatar Aang was the first one in the first season. Mm-hmm. He was a monk. He was an airbender. Mm-hmm. The next one was born in the Water Nation. So she was a waterbender. Mm-hmm. Katara, I forget her name. But she was in the water side. So basically, when she died, it's going to be Earth. Then the next one, when she died, going to be fire. Like, it's a whole cycle that they keep going through. You know what I'm saying? They deal with a bunch of shit. But that's one of the deepest cartoons. Like, it's funny. Like, it's a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect shit not to be funny. But it got real life lessons in it. Like, and it's like the Avatar from the first one, the main character, Aang. Mm-hmm. And the second one, he showed himself as an old man. He got a son that's trying to teach the Avatar in the second season how to tap into her spiritual self. His son is trying to do it, but he can't even figure it out. So he go to a deep ass place, and his dad, and the Avatar from the first season, his daddy was like. Man, like he was like he told his daddy like in a dream, a spiritual dream. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I can't appease you, I can't beat you, and all that shit. And the old Avatar was like, you right. You trying to give yourself, you trying to be something that you ain't, that you not. You trying to be a false perception of yourself. You not me. You will never be me. You are yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's a deep ass conversation. It ain't even a deep ass conversation. It's just a deep ass scene.
Yeah, it's
hard.
Depth to the cartoon.
I watch a lot of bullshit.
Avatar, man, it's the Avatar, Last Airbender, just put it up, the Avatar. Not that bullshit with the blue aliens running around that's 7 feet tall. It's the Avatar.
Haircut D be on Avatar. And Avatar and Naruto. He be trying to tell me about it. I mean, it's only so much that I've seen.
It's some animation.
And it's always just been in space.
It's a cartoon, bro. It's a cartoon.
Whenever I've seen it.
And then, of course, the Boondocks.
Everybody watched the Boondocks.
Not a lot of people watch that shit. Well,
then again, I'm looking at it from different perspectives. Because when that shit was popping, I was living in Atlanta.
We was on it.
Yeah, I know. We was on it, bro.
This is different.
The Boondocks came out when I was in 8th grade. The middle school.
Right. I don't think I caught the
And it's only got 4 seasons.
Yeah. I didn't catch the Boondocks until what was the rapper that moved down the street? Thugnificent. That's whenever I started fucking with the Boondocks.
They'll never bring it back though.
Never. It's too far gone.
That's who need to win
I feel like another form of that is coming though, with all these different black actors that's coming up now.
Yeah,
and but you ain't gonna beat the Boondocks.
No, but just in different ways, in different forms.
What about that's not really a cartoon.
Like, think about what happened. Where's Static Shock?
I used to watch the PJs.
Where's Static Shock?
Good, bro.
PJs.
Static Shock ain't been shit since a long time ago.
I'm just saying, like, where's the 2019 Static Shock? Like, something new.
You right.
Just something in that space.
Well, you got that one.
It's enough like writers out here like Lil Rel and then Carmichael.
But as far as real cartoons go, bro, I don't think nobody gonna get, like, as far as having a message, I don't think nobody gonna pass. I mean, that's just me. It's my opinion.
From the Black Panther, I would like, come on. I mean, movie.
Black Panther sold all that money, and then all of a sudden they went to DVD. Now they going back into the theaters for free. Man, you got money.
Oh, Black History Month.
Yeah.
And they on Netflix.
And then
they can still stream it.
Wait,
God rest his soul, Stan Lee.
Stan Lee is definitely at the cookout in heaven. Like, you know, the habitual cookout that people always say. But
you know, like, as a writer, as me loving to write, my like, no homo, bro. My, like, the king I'm trying to follow, Jordan Peele. That's the back. That's the black. That's the Black Stanley Kubrick, bro. Stanley Kubrick made some real weird ass movies, and I love that shit. I watched a bunch of his shit. But exactly. But that nigga made Get Out. Then all of a sudden, shout out to Facebook. I found out about Get Out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found out about Get Out on Facebook.
I don't even remember how I found out about that.
But then all of a sudden, the previews and the commercials on YouTube.
Probably some shit on Instagram, most likely.
But then all of a sudden, this nigga was probably taking a shit on a Sunday and was like, "Man, I'm about to write this other fucked up movie, Us." Like, think about it. If you would have thought of some shit like that, not even you, just anybody thought about some weird shit like that. Alter ego look like an alter ego family talking about looking at you and trying to fuck with you and all that. They ain't about to kill you. They about to fuck with you for a minute, then they gonna try to kill you. Mm-hmm. All based off a goddamn song based out of Houston, I think. I got 5 on it. I don't know if it's based off Houston. I'm just talking shit.
I think it's kind of shit.
I'm talking shit.
Cali.
But you see what I'm saying, though? He made, and then I look at the comments of the trailer on YouTube. I read comments, bro. And it's just like, people really doubting the fact that they listened to that song that hard and they loved it. And they was just like, I wonder if it's really that deep. This man making people think about a song that was written, I don't know how many years ago.
I don't think I ever listened to that song front to end. Honestly.
I'm just saying, though, but like, if you can make it, like, this movie about to be released in 2019.
And you flipped it.
And he made you go back, he making you go back and listen to a song probably released in the fucking 90s. You know how good of a writer you gotta be, bro? To make you writer, director, producer, to make you think about some shit that happened about 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm. It's a shame. Like, music is getting old, and I'm getting old, too.
Why is that a shame?
Well, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, but it's like, fuck.
You look sleepy.
No. What it is, you know, some people never grew up with, like, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, 50 Cent was my favorite rapper.
But that's what I'm saying.
You heard me,
some people didn't grow up with that.
My favorite album was The Massacre.
I don't know what that is.
The Massacre. It was
that was his second album.
Oh, you said album?
Yeah.
I thought you said rapper. I'm about to say, who the fuck is that?
My favorite 50 Cent album was The Massacre. My favorite track was Rider Music. Yeah. That was a chill ass track. But when he formed G Unit and them motherfucking muscle shirts,
niggas had headbands on lock.
Muscle shirts and fucking bulletproof vests and do-rags. And it's crazy how that shit is coming back right now.
And then that nigga came out with the video game Bulletproof.
That shit was fire.
I forgot about Bulletproof, bro.
That was a game, bro. I just loved it, dog.
I just remember him on
50 Cent.
What was the fighting game?
Def Jam.
Def Jam. Boy, that was the fucking game.
Why did they have a
The
new version of that shit?
The last Def Jam game was Def Jam Icon. Def Jam Icon.
I had all that shit on GameCube.
Working right.
Def Jam Icon was the last goddamn game from Def Jam. But that bulletproof shit, 50 outdid himself. He had Eminem as that crooked ass cop.
Ahead of his time, bro.
Man, that was
we gotta start respecting. We gotta start respecting Pip a little bit more. I know he do a lot of wild shit on Instagram and shit, but we gotta start respecting.
That nigga had some shit in his past, bro.
We gotta
That boy had some hits in his past.
Yeah, he did.
What rapper you know came out with a video game?
Get Rich is just one of my favorite movies of all time. Like,
but what rapper you know came out with a video game?
Zero. Nobody.
Thinking about it.
The boy that illest.
You know who it is?
Back then, nobody.
Right now,
I know what Snoop Dogg was on a couple video games.
Snoop Dogg was on True Crime Street from LA, nigga.
He was on True Crime.
Oh no, Exhibit had Pimp My Ride video game.
That shit didn't sell like that.
I had it though. This shit was actually pretty dope.
Yeah,
I had it. But he did have a video game.
Yeah, it
was around the same time.
But it didn't sell like Bulletproof did. Yeah, Bulletproof sold. And
I feel like I think that might have been.
But Def Jam sold because it brought like all of the like that old school rapper shit, but it brought out their nicknames and shit. I never knew Fat Joe nickname was Crack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Never knew it until that video game came out.
Joey Crack.
Def Jam, what it was, 2 Fight for New York? Yeah, Fight New York was hard.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I ain't like Icon. But Icon brought a lot of more rappers.
I'm pretty sure that's crazy. I should ask my dad if he still got that shit.
What's that?
Like the GameCube and shit with all the games. I'm pretty sure he got that shit at the house. I might need to buy that shit off him.
Pops probably got that on tuck.
I know he got that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know he do. Dude, we had so many fucking games
in a box somewhere, chilling. No, but it's probably it's well kept. Believe that.
That's how it be though.
I'm gonna ask him.
Video games shit, boy. I swear to God, them video games shit. The Sims.
I couldn't do it.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, Mark.
I couldn't do the Sims.
I was fucking with the Sims.
My sister loved that shit. I couldn't do it.
I
wasn't into like
it was
creating a life from start.
Telling a nigga how to live.
Like what? Why am I programming this shit? No, I don't want to do this.
Some government shit. We ain't gonna get into that though, bro. We ain't gonna get into that.
I couldn't do the Sims.
What y'all think about 21 Savage? Like the whole bullshit behind it.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. He'll be back soon.
I was on.
I ain't been paying attention, but all I heard was that this nigga got arrested by ICE.
He's British.
How the fuck is he British?
He moved here when he was 12.
Visa expired.
So nobody. In 2019, this nigga shit expired. After making.
Well, his shit been expired though.
How do you feel about 21 Savage?
Fuck it. Man, come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's fucked up, dog. It's fucked up, man. Like, black man in America, right?
Got some memes on the internet.
That shit not funny to me, bro.
6ix9ine told on that.
That shit fucked up. But that shit funny as fuck. It's fucked up. But that shit funny as fuck. These niggas really have nothing to do.
Yeah, them niggas is sad.
Whoever got it,
all of them, not even just them niggas. Like all them people, all of those people that are making jokes about it, they're fucking sad. And
whoever got access to the internet,
stupid people
makes up dumb
like those
shit.
are the type of people that like still need to be punched in the face, or like hit in the face with a rock or something like that.
Fuck that face, punch them niggas in the fucking ribs.
Like
they can't breathe.
Some people are just fucking stupid, bro.
Dumbass. Talking about some bullshit. Yo.
I don't know how long.
Time you gotta go to work now?
I'll be at work probably about
You a manager though.
8.
You a manager though. I ain't no goddamn manager.
You got it good.